the best way of describing the lyrics is very introspective. It's a very much a view inside of what it is that I'm going through, which is a bit vulnerable. And like I said, I started out just writing because I needed to write. I didn't think it was vulnerable. I wasn't being vulnerable, actually, because I didn't even really know what it would be like to share those songs with so many people. But then when I'm emitting some sort of message or a story that I'm going through, and when I feel that message bounce off of other people and come back at me, it's an amazing feeling knowing that I'm not alone in what I'm going through. And I think that's what's happening. You know, people call them fans, call them supporters, whatever you want to call them, but really what it is it's people who resonate with what you're saying. And there's not a better feeling in the world than that.
I remember the first time I ever played a show, I didn't really know how I was supposed to act. You know, what I did is I just looked down at my keyboard and I played the show. You know, I executed the songs, thinking like, there you go, everybody, there are the songs I wrote. And I remember walking off stage, if you would even call it a stage, and thinking like that felt awful. And so the next time I played, which happened to be the exact same coffee shop, I decided to kind of let myself physically kind of go. In the same way that when I'm in my basement demoing out songs and writing songs, like I really do get into it. And it's kind of embarrassing, actually. I'm totally by myself, got my headphones on, and I'm just sweating, you know, really getting into the music. And I decided to, you know, really let that be who I was on stage instead. And I remember that first show that I decided to do that, my mom and all of her friends came up to me like, are you okay? Like, is everything all right? Like, does Tyler need to see someone? I remember my mom asking me that. And I was like, no, actually, I feel great. Like, I get to manifest what those songs are saying on stage. And I'm just lucky I found, you know, another guy who believes in doing that, you know, hitting his drums as hard as he can to you know, if it's not to put on a show, it's for himself, because we get something out of playing music. We truly do. And we're just pumped that we have some songs that are dramatic and dynamic enough to kind of keep everyone's attention.
The songs are not about a girlfriend 5 years ago. And I think we're gonna get heavy here for a second. I think that something that I've been kicking around is this whole idea that I feel like humans they want to create, and they want to I'm trying to think the best way of saying it. Music is a catalyst for emotions, and a lot of times humans think that the most powerful emotion is love. Love is a very powerful emotion, but I question whether or not it's the most powerful. I think that the most powerful emotion to feel is fear. And even inside of loving someone, there's always that fear of them not loving you back, or there's always that fear of your own head and the things that you're going to think. And so a lot of the songs that are on the album are talking about how I'm dealing with fear, which is the most powerful emotion to me. And playing those songs every night, I get to relive some of those fears, but I also get to relive some of those cathartic moments of working through them. And I think that the reason why, you know, we're kind of new to this, but I think the reason why we're going to be around for a while and be able to play those songs with just as much conviction, you know, years ago as we do today, and then hopefully years in the future. The reason why we're able to play those songs with such conviction is because of what they're talking about, and because I think that the lessons learned are things that to be relived every day. And I thoroughly enjoy manifesting those songs on stage every night. And in one way it's draining emotionally, but in another way it's completely rejuvenating.